Good afternoon and welcome to Anchorage, Alaska for some Alaska Baseball League action. This is Dr. John Groth on the play-by-play. Glad you're with us. Would love to hear from you. If you get a chance to shout out on that live chat, would love to hear from you. The Chinooks have had a couple of days off here before doubleheader day here at the ballpark. Game 1 will be a makeup from, I think it was Wednesday night, as the rains came and they did not stop. We got a little bit of a soggy one today, and we'll see how this progresses. I have no control over the little raindrops in front of us, so we're enclosed in a press box here. We'll try to describe the action. It's going to be probably a little bit of fuzziness because of those drops of water, but we'll do the best we can with what we got here. The Chinooks trying to snap a 4-game losing streak, as this is Game 17 of the ABL summer, and you do mix in one non-ABL game in there, 18th game overall, but in the ABL scheme of things, the Chinooks are currently in 4th place, and the Pilots are 10-7, and in 2nd place. The Chinooks are 6-10 in ABL play, so still pretty clustered together are all 5 of the teams. As you look at the standings, not a whole lot separating 1st from 5th. We'll refresh that real quick and make sure we're on track. The Anchorage Bucks are 14-8 atop the ABL right now. Then it's the Anchorage Glacier Pilots at 10-7. The Matsu Miners are 9-9, even 500. The Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks 6-10, and the Peninsula Oilers are 5-10. So top to bottom in the loss column, I guess 3 games separate 5 teams, so that's pretty tightly clustered. We're not even at the halfway point yet. The coaches have shared their lineups at home plate, and we'll have the anthem here in just a moment as the Chinooks and the Pilots get ready to do battle. Jason Lester checking in from Xenia, Ohio. A big shout out to the Scouts. They've gotten off to an amazing start. Jason can give us an update as to where they're at when he gets a chance. Last time we checked, they were running away from the pack in 1st place, so happy for the Scouts and their great start in the first half of the season. And we'll take a break here, and when it's time for the anthem, we'll bring the audio back. All right, we're just a few minutes from first pitch. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. And a little soggy day here in Anchorage. 63 degrees though, kind of warm. Yesterday was an absolutely amazing day here in the central or south central area of Alaska, as we had some sunshine and warm temperatures. And thankfully for that, we've had a cool and wet summer up till now, but starting to warm up a little bit. A little soggy today, but it'll be fine. Doubleheader day here at Mulcahy Stadium. Let's walk you through the Chinooks lineup as we get ready to play baseball here on a Sunday afternoon. Leading off is the catcher, Austin Young. Batting second, second baseman, Ryan Leonasio. Batting third, left fielder, Ryan Callahan. Batting cleanup, third baseman, Ryan Matheson. Batting fifth, first baseman, Ty Beck. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Tommy Rover. Batting seventh, designated hitter, Francis Segura. Batting eighth, right fielder, Braden Broom. And batting ninth for the Chinooks, center fielder, Mike Kelly. On the mound for the Chinooks, Colby Gromlich. Defensively for the Glacier Pilots, out in left field, it's Con Taguchi. In center, it's Blake Jackson. Elijah Rodriguez in right. Around the infield, Will Carpenter at third. Andrew Nuckolek at short. Will Bermudez at second. Nate Barraza at first. Troy Harding behind the plate. And on the mound, 6'2", 185, a left-handed sophomore from Louisiana Tech University, Caden Copeland. For Caden, it'll be his fifth appearance this summer in the ABL. All five as a starter. 1-1 with a 7.42 ERA, 13 1/3 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 15 walks for the sophomore, a native of Midlothian, Texas, Caden Copeland. And he's taking his last few warm-up tosses. Glad you're with us here on a Sunday afternoon. I'm calling it a holiday weekend, I guess. For a lot of folks, they've already started the weekend, but we are glad you're spending a few minutes with us here in Alaska. We're thankful it's a bit warmer today, but still a little bit soggy. We'll have a little bit of a drizzle as the game starts. 63 degrees at game time here in Anchorage. First pitch is going to miss, ball one. We're underway at 2:02 Alaska time. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. Play 2 sevens today. Every doubleheader in the ABL are 7-inning affairs, so that'll change the strategy of the managers a little bit. 2 balls and no strikes to Austin Young. Chinooks come in 6-10. The Glacier Pilots 10-7. There goes the no-hitter. Base hit up the middle for Audie. And the Nooks jump out quick here in the first inning. Now it's Ryan Leonasio, the second baseman. Well, Leo was and is one of the 3 Ryans that spoke at Covenant Community Church this morning. And what a great job they did today. We really love the Christian community in the Chugiak Eagle River area, and we thought it would be kind of clever, if not unique, to have our 3 Ryans as the 3 players that were on the Q&A stage today. So I got up and introduced the team, just what we do and how we do it, and one of the pastors of the church did a Q&A session with 3 Ryans, and Ryan Leonasio was one of them, and it was Ryan Callahan, who's batting next, was another, and then Ryan Matheson, who's batting after Callie, was also on the stage. So the 3 Ryans, the 3 amigos, what a great job they did of testifying to what God's done in their lives, how AI baseball has been a part of that, and so proud of them, and to get up in front of a pretty good congregational crowd today, and just share what God's done, what He is doing, and so I know the parents, we had actually a couple of parents in the crowd today, but some of the parents that are back home would love to have, or just love, I know that you love knowing that your sons are actually walking with the Lord and not afraid to get on a stage and share with others what's going on. So we also love Covenant Community, who has really shown us just all kinds of love since we've been up here in 2012. 1 ball, 2 strike, and Leo takes a rip at a fastball, fouls it straight back. Count will stay 1-2. So the Scouts are 15-6, still in first place in the South Division, a 3-game lead. So enjoying a Sunday off, enjoy the Sabbath. Next pitch is inside, and it's even now, 2-2 on Ryan Linasio. Shabbat Shalom to Jason Lester and all the Scouts today. So enjoy the rest. We just came off 2 days off, so Chinooks should be well rested. 2-2 pitch, and Leo fouls another ball off, spoiling a pretty good fastball in the outer half. Count stays 2-2. Austin Young at first, just got started here. Game 1 of a doubleheader. We're playing 2 sevens today. The big left-hander, Caden Copeland, 6'2", 185 from Louisiana Tech. Breaking pitch, misses inside. Full count, really good at bat here by Leo. Fouled off some tough pitches, laid off some pitches out of the zone, and now it's a 3-2 count. Stretch the pitch. Miss low, and boy, what a nice at bat by Ryan Linasio to draw the walk. First walk of the day for Copeland. He's walked about 1 an inning, 13 1/3 innings, 15 walks. He's also struck out a little more than 1 an inning and striking out 16 in those 13 1/3 innings. So you like the strikeout numbers from the sophomore from Midlothian, Texas, Cade Copeland. You'd probably do without those walk numbers. And stepping in now is the second Ryan Callahan. Going to show bunt, pull away, ball 1. Well, we're trying out a different soundboard today, and would love to hear how the things are coming across. So far, on my end, it sure sounds like they're better. And so we're really hoping that we can get you guys a little higher quality production value. As limited as we are in some cases here in Alaska with some of the internet stuff, we're still trying to get you a good signal, audio and video. So let me know how the audio is if you get a chance. Well, hello to Kathy Sickenberger watching from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Appreciate you chiming in there. 1-1 count on Ryan Callahan. The pitch in there for a strike. Fastball kind of snuck it by him. Callie didn't think so. Steps out and kind of shakes his head, and he'll have to go to work now with a 1-2 count. Nobody out, 2 on. The Chinooks striking early here. Austin Young started the game with a single up the middle. And Ryan Linasio, really nice at bat to draw the walk. 2 on, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Misses high, 2-2. Caden Copeland, 5th appearance of the summer for the Glacier Pilots on the mound, all as a starter. Hasn't been going too deep in these outings. 13 1/3 innings total. Here's the 2-2. Fouled it off, and much like Leo, he spoiled a tough pitch right there. So some good at-bats here early for the Chinooks. The kick and the 2-2. Just a bit inside, boy, didn't miss by much. And Callie gets the call. It's 3-2. So for the second batter in a row, Caden Copeland has gone to a full count. Another good at bat by a Chinook batter. Might be moving here with nobody out, maybe not going. Little looper into right field, shallow and playable. Nicely done out there by Elijah Rodriguez, who has played a lot of center field for the Pilots until today. So there's the first out of the first inning. And now it's Ryan Matheson, the third of the 3 Ryans. And again, a big thank you to Covenant Community Church for they dedicated today's service to the Chinooks. our whole club was there, and it was Chinook Day at Covenant Community Church, and they basically take the message time and allow me to introduce what AIA is, and then they have a Q&A with a number of our players, and their testimonies are powerful to everybody who hears them. So we certainly appreciate them allowing us to do that, inviting us over, and also picking up a number of our post-game meals as they have. So big shout out to Covenant Community Church in Eagle River. And of course, we're always thankful for the Crossing, which is a church in the Chugiak area. That's our host church, if you will, that we have our discipleship at every day. Pastor Brad Rude, going to be hearing from him in the second half of this season. We're going to bring some audio clips and maybe even some video clips from Pastor Rude, just encouraging words between innings. So be looking out for that. Great teacher of the Word of God is Brad Rude. So, by the way, if you're in the lower 48, you want to hear the pastor who's teaching your Chinook players on Sundays, they have podcasts that can be viewed or listened to anytime. So there's a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On Ryan Matheson. Ryan Matheson, a two-way player that's really made significant contributions both as a corner infielder and as a back-end pitcher in the bullpen. 2-2 pitch, that's well short of the plate, and for the third batter in a row, a full count. Ryan, 6'1", 200 from the Masters University. A sophomore from Los Gatos, California. His teammate Austin Young at second. He's also from the Masters. And Leo at first. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Line drive into right center. That's trouble. That's down. Audie will score easily. It's all the way to the fence. Leo's going to be waved around as well. And there goes Ryan Matheson to third, and he'll dive head first with a triple. 2-0 Chinooks. Ryan Matheson having some fun after that head first slide into third. Made a little putt into the Chinook dugout on the third base side of the ballpark. And, boy, first inning, the Chinooks jump right out with a 2-0 lead. Really good at bats by all the batters this inning. And Ryan Matheson, a 2-run triple to give the Nooks the early lead here. Got a visit from one of the Pilot assistant coaches. And what you've done here for Caden Copeland is you've probably shortened his outing, as he's thrown a lot of pitches this inning. We do not have access to a pitch count when we're on the road. When we're at home, you can tip your cap to old Shane Steffen, who gives me those pitch counts every half inning from the live stats he's doing. The Pilots do live stats a little bit different. They actually keep a scorebook and then enter them afterwards, so can't really get any kind of pitch information from where we're at, way up here in the catbird seat at the high atop Mulcahy Stadium. Stepping in now is the first baseman, Ty Beck, 5th batter of the first inning. And with 1 out, another opportunity here for the Nooks to get a run in. Ryan Matheson at third base. The first pitch to Ty, the left-on-left matchup, swings through a fastball, strike 1. Next pitch to Ty, misses low. Now we got a southerly breeze at about 5 miles an hour, which is going to actually be kind of in from left center, but really negligible as that flag just kind of hanging limp out there. 60% humidity with a 63-degree temperature at first pitch. Ty swings through another, looked like a cut fastball that maybe ran away from him a little bit. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Chinook first baseman. Ty, 6'3", 205. He's also from the Masters University, a freshman from Lebanon, Ohio. The 1-2. Boy, he reached out and smacked it up the middle. You glove it, and Ty legged it out. An infield single for Ty Beck. He's going to go to second, and the ball got out of play. So that'll be a single with an error. Ty Beck drives in the third run of the inning. Kind of just reached out and flicked his hands. Bermudez made a really nice stop to keep it from going into center. And then he tried to make a quick throw, and the ball got away. So that'll be a single with an E4, allowing Ty to go to second. And it's 3-0 Chinooks. And with still only one out, the shortstop Tommy Rover will step in. And you're going to kind of weather the storm here with Caden Copeland. Nobody tossing in that Pilot bullpen. First pitch to Tommy, catches a corner, strike one. Well, we'll play 7 here, so not my favorite format for baseball. Baseball, I believe, was made to be played in 9 innings, but we'll play 2 7s because of the double dip. We're making up the rainout from Wednesday. Pitch is in there. Another fastball. Came in that time, and it's 0-2. First rainout of the season for the Nooks, and after today, we'll be caught up. It's been wet and cool, but not too many rainout. Only one rainout. As much rain as we've gotten, and the locals are wringing their hair here this summer because it's been so cool and rainy. But with Anchorage and Chugiak, with turf fields, it's really difficult to rain those games out. So we've kind of played through a lot of misty, rainy type games. And I'm not sure they've lost any up at in Palmer at Matsu, where they are natural. Swing and a miss. Tommy Rover strikes out. There's out number 2. First strikeout of the ball game for Caden Copeland. And with 2 outs, it is the DH now, Francis Segura. He'll step in with 1 on and 2 outs. Ty Beck out at second. Segura, 6'2", 190 out of Queens College, takes ball 1. A junior from Bronxville, New York. And he's overcome some adversity even since coming to Alaska. An accidental cut to his forearm kept him out for the first couple of weeks. He's still getting his timing. There's a little tapper right back to Copeland. He'll underhand it to the first baseman, Barraza, for out number 3. So that'll go 1-3 if you're scoring at the house. But the Nooks, 3 runs on 3 hits. A 2-run triple by Ryan Matheson and an RBI infield single by Ty Beck. And your score after 1/2 inning, it's the Chinooks 3 and the Pilots coming to the plate. All right, welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. We're in Anchorage, Alaska on a Sunday afternoon. Doubleheader day here. Let's walk you through the lineup for the Glacier Pilots. They come in second place, 10-7 on the year. They're led by new head coach, Garrig Mosiello. And so their old coach took a job. Dave Serrano took a college coaching job in the Knoxville area. Congratulations to him. What an impact he's had on the league. and he had to leave. And so Garrick Mosiello will be the head coach. Here's the lineup that Garrick has put down for today's game. Leading off is the left fielder, Con Taguchi. Batting second, second baseman Will Bermudez. Batting third, center fielder Blake Johnson. Batting cleanup, third baseman Will Carpenter. Batting fifth, first baseman Nathan Barraza. Batting sixth, right fielder Elijah Rodriguez. Batting seventh, the catcher Troy Harding. Batting eighth, the DH Andrew Lamb. And batting ninth for the Pilots, shortstop Andrew Nikolek. Cody Gromlich on the mound for the Chinooks. First pitch, misses inside, ball one. Defensively for the Chinooks, who are 6-10 on the year, trying to battle through a 4-game skid here, as Nikolek takes strike one. Ryan Callahan in left field, Mike Kelly in center, Braden Broom in right. Around the infield, it's Ryan Matheson at third, Tommy Rover at short, Ryan Leonasio at second, Ty Beck at first. Behind the plate is Austin Young, and on the mound, 6'3", 220, a sophomore from Millersville University, Colby Gromlich. And for Colby, this will be his third outing of the season, his second start. He's 1-0 with a 0.90 ERA, 10 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, just 5 walks for the sophomore from Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Cody Gromlich. And now it's a full count on left-handed left fielder Con Taguchi. He's done a good job of working this count. Here's the payoff. Off the plate, ball four. So there goes the perfect game for Colby. Runner at first, nobody out for Will Bermudez. Well, that is not right. 26. Yeah, they skipped someone. This is Will Bermudez. PA man was a little bit off on his lineup card. Got some baseball outside the ballpark. We can see those Little League fields out beyond right field and beyond center field. Awful good to see the youngsters out playing the game. First pitch misses to Bermudez, ball one. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Gromlich, the set, the 1-1. In there for a strike with a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bermudez, 5'10", 180 out of UC Irvine, a sophomore from Whittier, California. Next pitch, a little tapper right back to Colby. He's going to second, and they get the lead runner. Boy, he hesitated there, and I thought he was going to eventually take the runner at first, but it's almost like his brain and his body weren't working together. And it looked like he, for all practical purposes, he was going to go to first with that for the longest time, and just said, no, I'm going to stay with the lead runner. He did get Taguchi at second base, and with 1 out now, here he is, Blake Jackson. So that'll be a fielder's choice. 1-6 for Bermudez. He stands at first base. Now it's another lefty in Blake Jackson, and he'll take ball 1. So 3 lefties to start the ball game for the Pilots. Blake Jackson, 5'10", 190 out of UNC Charlotte, a senior from Coppell, Texas. And Colby has fallen behind 2-0. Pretty good pitch right there. Called the ball. It's 3-0. Next pitch is in there. Here's the 3-1. Strike just missed. Pretty good spot. Hold the ball. And that'll put 2 on and 1 out. So the second walk of the inning for Colby. Here's Will Carpenter. With fastball inside. Almost got Will Carpenter, ball 1. 4 lefties in a row for the Pilots here in top of the lineup. Kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Next pitch. Like popping the leather. 1 and 2. Here's the next one from Colby. Swing and a foul tip. Audie holds on. 2 outs. Good job by Austin Young. First strikeout of the ball game for Colby Gromlich, and that'll bring up the 5-hitter Nathan Barraza, the first baseman. Barraza, 6'3", 215, out of CSU Northridge, a junior from San Marcos, California. So you got Bermudez at second, Jackson at first with 2 outs. First pitch misses, ball 1. Three 0 Chinooks here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Look, fouled straight back. Well, it appears as though the drizzle has subsided, which is kind of nice. Just kind of a cloudy, overcast day. That wind just barely blowing in from left, just a tick. The flag just barely fluttering. Counts 1 and 1 on Barraza. As Colby Gromlich tries to work a scoreless first inning. Teammates gave him 3 runs in the top of the first. Leadoff single by the guy who's talking to him right now, Austin Young. A walk to Leonasio. Callahan flew out to right, and then it was the big hit of the inning. A bases clearing 2-run triple by Ryan Matheson to right center field. And then it was tied back with an infield single, driving in Matheson from third. Rover would strike out. Segura would finish by grounding to the pitcher, but it was a 3-run first inning for the Chinooks. It's 2 balls and a strike now to Nathan Barraza. And a fastball gets away from Colby, and it's 3-1. Well, you're 1 pitch away from loading them up for the Pilots here in the first inning. From the set, Colby's got his sign. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled back behind us. And it's a full count. Here's the payoff. Runners on the move, just off the plate. Boy, I couldn't have taken it with 2 strikes, but Barraza gets the call. And the bases are full of Pilots. All 3 base runners have reached via the walks. 3 walks in that first inning for Colby. And with the bases loaded, here's Elijah Rodriguez. First time today. 5'9", 190. He's from McLennan College in Waco. Sophomore from Waco, Texas. Big opportunity here for the Pilots to get right back in this. First pitch catches a corner, strike one. Well, a walk, a fielder's choice, back to the pitcher. Another walk, a strikeout, and a third walk. That's where we stand. Little looper in the left. This is trouble. It's going to fall down. Callahan will pick it up. 2-run score. And just like that, it's a 1-run game. Good piece of hitting by Rodriguez as he stayed with that ball and flared it into shallow left field down the line. And it'll be a single, and it'll be 2 runs. So here's Troy Harding, the catcher, with 2 outs. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. First pitch, inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, that first inning, always the most challenging for pitchers, those starters, to navigate. And that's been true for both these starters today. Both Copeland and Grommet have given up runs. Here's the 1-0. Boy, jammed him right up the middle, and Tommy catches and steps on the bag. And there's your inning. 6U if you're scoring at the house. But the Pilots, they do a good job of navigating not a lot of offense. They only had 1 hit in the inning, but it counted. A 2-run, 2-out single by Elijah Rodriguez. And your score after 1 complete inning here in Anchorage, it's a Chinooks 3 and the Glacier Pilots 2. Of navigating not a lot of offense. They only had 1 hit in the inning, but it counted. A 2-run, 2-out single by Elijah Rodriguez. And your score after 1 complete inning here in Anchorage, it's a Chinooks 3 and the Glacier Pilots 2. Navigating not a lot of offense. They only had 1 hit in the inning, but it counted. A 2-run, 2-out single by Elijah Rodriguez. Welcome back to Anchorage. First pitch to Braden Broom is in there for strike 1. Caden Copeland back on the mound for inning number 2. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. The pitch. High pop-up, shallow, and not even going to leave the infield. This is going to be Bermudez squeezing it for out number 1. So 1 up and 1 down here in the second. And now it's center fielder Mike Kelly for the first time here in the ball game. First pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Full windup for Copeland. Just misses low, left on left matchup. And as Kelly takes a ball and then evens the count at 1-1. Michael Kelly, 5'11", 155 out of East Strasburg University. Boy, just missed on that one. Pretty good spot. Called the ball. It's 1-1. junior from Schwenksville, Pennsylvania. And that's going to miss. 3-1. Pretty good pitches here. And Kelly 1 pitch away from getting on base. Full windup. Swing and a miss. Kind of bailed on that. And it's a full count. Here's the payoff. Little chopper to first. This is a tough play. Gotta hurry. Not gonna get him. Too fast. Mike Kelly just too quick down the line. That's gonna be an infield single. So runner at first base with 1 out. Back to the top you go. Austin Young. And Austin Young, a base hit his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. Pitch. Boy, well short of the plate. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Well, thanks Miss Beck for the comments. We're still trying to figure out the sound here. And I think we still got some tuning to do here, but we're getting there. Next pitch is going to miss low. 2 balls and no strikes to Audie. 1 for 1. Copeland, the set. The 2-0, that's off the plate. 3-0. Austin Young, 244 on the summer for the Nooks. 11 for 45, 4 runs scored, 3 doubles, 4 RBI. Next pitch is in there. It's 3-1. Did have a multi-hit game on the 20th against the Miners. Next pitch fouled off, and it's a full count. Might see Mike Kelly off with this next pitch. We'll see how Coach Cole wants to play it. But 3-2-1 out. A 3-2 ball game here in the 2nd inning, so we're only playing 7s today. Doubleheader day at the ballpark. There's the pitch, not going, ball 4. So let's see here. That's going to be walk number 2. Walk number 2 for starter Caden Copeland, and now it is Ryan Linagio. 2 on, 1 out. And Leo walked his first time up. So no official at bats at this point in this one. And now you got a pick off, and Audie, I think he actually it was Mike Kelly sliding. It looked like he slid around the tag, and Mr. Umpire felt like he didn't, so he called him out. So that's a caught stealing right there. As Mike Kelly, that'll go 1-5. Had to, boy, that was a bang play over there. And now you got Austin Young at first with 2 outs, and that really kind of changes the tone of the inning. Next pitch is, our first pitch to Leo is off the plate, ball 1. Fouled off to the right side. Next pitch, that's going to be foul off. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Another foul ball, and another good at bat by Leo. One-two pitch up the middle, and well, you got to hurry, and you do. Nice job there by the shortstop, Andrew Nicolak. He flips over to Bermudez. That'll go 6-4 to end the inning. But the Chinooks, 1 hit, no runs, and you leave 1 on base after 1.5 innings. Our score remains the Chinooks 3 and the Glacier Pilots 2.
First team, Chinooks family, father Doug and grandfather Tim, are here today. Also, McAllister, Salakowski's family are here with us today.
And the Glacier Pilots 2. All right, down goes the throw, and we're ready for the bottom of inning number 2. Dr. John Groth with you. 8-9-1 for the Glacier Pilots. Another lefty, Andrew Lamb, for the first time. Right on left matchup. Cody Gromlich faced 7 batters, gave up 2 runs in the first half inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 8-9-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, first base side. Ty Beck bobbles it, flips it over to Colby, and there's 1 out. Good job staying with it. 3-1 if you're scoring at the house. And there's 1 away. Here's Andrew Nicolak, the shortstop, first time. First pitch called a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch pulled foul on the third base line, and quickly it's 0-2 on the Pilot shortstop. Nicolak, 5'10", 170 out of Loyola Marymount. Swing and a miss, got him. So that'll be Colby's second strikeout in as many innings. And there's 2 up and 2 down, and so many times as you see starters navigate that first inning, Colby has settled in nicely. Top of the lineup now, Kon Taguchi. A walk in his first plate appearance, takes ball 1. Now Taguchi has been off to a good start here. We'll give you some numbers in a moment. The 1-0. Well hit ball right at Tommy Rover, and that'll do it. L6 if you're scoring at the house. It's a 3 up, 3 down inning for Colby Gromlich. And we're through 2 complete innings here in Anchorage, Alaska. The Nooks hold on to a 1-run lead. It's 3-2. Back in just a minute. Hey, man.
Hey, Coach, you sound great.
We just got this, so we're trying to work on some sound issues, and I'm still not convinced
They
we're
do not have a lot of room in here, do they?
No, it's pretty bad in terms of space wise and whatever, and it's shared by multiple people, so we that's funny. I just saw that. That's from the. So I think this is the. I think this is where the. Welcome back to Mulcahy. There's a tapper to second, and Callie will run down to first. And there's one out here, one pitch and one out. So it is Caden Copeland back on the mound for the Pilots. And now it'll be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Matheson. So Callie now 0 for 2. Flew out to right his first time up. And Ryan Matheson got the big hit in the first inning for the Chinooks. 2-run triple to right center field. First pitch in there, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch is going to miss low, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, quite solid fastball right there. Might have been his best pitch of the day in terms of the fastball. It's 1-2. Next pitch, chopped right back to the mound. You got to hurry if you're Copeland, and he launches it into right field. And the ball is going to get to the right fielder, and a nice throw by Elijah Rodriguez keeps Matheson at second base. He was thinking about going to third there. I don't know how they're going to score that. I'll get a text here in a minute. I'm going to probably bet it's a single with an error. And we'll see. That's how I'm going to score it. So there's 1 out and Matheson at second base. Oh. Yeah, the weather's not, well, it's not coming from the Connect. Chris Beck has asked for a weather report. This is coming from the south, a different direction. Got a low pressure system coming in. Going to be a factor in our weather. We have not had much high pressure at all this summer here in Alaska. So when that high pressure dominates, kind of keeps everything away. But we just had low after low. It's kind of roll through the south central part of Alaska. It's been a soggy one. 1-0 to Tybeck, and that's low, 2-0. So, no, Chris, it's not coming from the Connect. We did have a nice day yesterday, kind of a partly cloudy. And in fact, even this morning, it was clear. You had a pretty good view of Denali from back in Chugiak this morning as I picked up my guys and drove over to Covenant Community. We had a pretty nice view of Denali right there by the Crossing Church. But right on cue, the weather forecasters did say that as we got to the PM hours, that low would force some cloudy skies into the Anchorage Bowl area, and that's exactly what's happened here. 3-0 to Ty Beck. The pitch. And that's going to be called a strike. Looked to be up and in a little bit. Umpire trying to keep things moving along here. 1 out, 1 aboard. Infield single for Matheson. The pitcher launched it into right field. Might have gotten a wet ball, as we have had a lot of drizzle here before the game started. And there's ball 4. Ty will reach base here with 1 out. It's going to be the 3rd walk of the ball game for starter Caden Copeland. Here's Tommy Rover. Tommy struck out swinging his first time up. It was 0 for 1. On the summer, 205 for the Nooks. 9 for 44. Takes strike 1. Tommy has scored 6 runs. He's got a double, a triple, and a homer. 5 RBIs for the Chinook shortstop. Runner at first is Ty Beck. Ryan Matheson at second. Nooks trying to add to a 3-2 lead here. Top of the 3rd inning. The 0-1 pitch well off the plate. Counts even 1-1. I have the Chinooks unofficially with 5 hits so far. The pilot scoreboard, so for whatever reason, doesn't keep up with the hits on there. He's right next to the broadcasters, and so not sure exactly why we aren't keeping hits or errors on the scoreboard. Grounder up the middle. Boy, you dive. Bermudez flips it to the shortstop that got him. Boy, put a star by that one. Will Bermudez flipped that between his legs. He dove up the middle on the backhand, and he was pretty much on his belly, and he just flipped it between his legs. And they ended up getting Ty Beck. 4-6. Matheson to 3rd. Rover reaches on the fielder's choice. And there's 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Francis Segura. What a play by second baseman Will Bermudez. Now you're going to put a 1st and 3rd defense on it. This is always interesting, as you just don't have a lot of time to cover these 1st and 3rd situations with your defense. So you got to keep things really simple. See how they handle this. Tommy may be thinking about going here. Not going on the first pitch. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Segura, a RBI single, and it's 4-2 Chinooks. Good piece of hitting right there. That went right off the glove of Copeland and into center field. So it's 4-2 now as Matheson comes home, and the Nooks now lead by 2. Here's Braden Broom now, popped up to the second baseman his first time up, 0 for 1. First pitch to Braden, swings through a breaking pitch, up under his hand, strike 1. On the year, Braden 115, 3 for 26. He scored a run, does have a double, 5 RBIs. Oh, 1 the count, the kick, the pitch, just a little bit low. 1-1. Next pitch, check swing, yes he did. And it's 1-2. 2 outs, 2 aboard, a 1-2 count on Braden Broom. Chinooks trying to add to a 4-2 lead. They scored one more here in the top of the third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for a strike, and there's your inning. Strikeout number 2 for the sophomore from Midlothian, Texas, Caden Copeland, and the Chinooks leave 2 on. But they do score a run. RBI single by Francis Segura. And we got a new score here after 2.5 innings. The Nooks 4 and the Pilots 2. Back in just a minute. You're watching Alaska Baseball League action on the Chugiak Eagle River Chinook Network. Welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska. Dr. John Groth with you as we play on in the bottom of inning number 3. Big Colby Gromlich, the wind, the pitch. First pitch swinging, well hit to right field, and Braden Broom on the sliding catch for out number 1. That was Will Bermudez driving that ball into right field. And a nice play by Braden Broom. Welcome back for out number 1. Alaska, Dr. John Groth. So 1 up and 1 down here in the third. Here's Blake Jackson. Jackson walked and scored in that first inning. Scored in the 2-run single by Elijah Rodriguez. Takes ball 1. Colby got the Pilots in order in the second inning. And that's 4 in a row, 5 in a row now for Colby Gromlich. Pitch catches the outside corner. 1-1. Little tapper. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Bottom of inning number 3. The full windup and the pitch. That's going to be well off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch, that's going to miss. 3-2. Full wind up, the pitch. Just a little bit low. And that'll be walk number 4 for Colby Gromlich. And it'll put Jackson at first with 1 out. Here's Will Carpenter. Will Carpenter struck out swinging his first time up as Colby tries to keep Blake Jackson close to first base. Next pitch pops out of Audie's glove, ball 1. Blake Jackson does have 3 steals on the summer. And caught just 1, so 3 for 4. And a stolen base in yesterday's 5-1 win over the Bucks. Pretty sure that broke a 7 or 8 game winning streak for the Anchorage Bucks as the Pilots took the 5-1 victory. And Jackson able to get a bag in that game yesterday. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. Gromlich from the set. The 1-1 pitch just off the plate. 2-1. Well, Bermudez leading the Pilots with a .500 average, 8 for 16. Will Carpenter 327 so far. And that pitch misses inside, 3-1. Bermudez, Blake Jackson at 450. Taguchi 375 off to a good start. 365, excuse me. Harding with a 362 average as a fastball gets by Will Carpenter. The count is full. Pilots got to be the highest average in the ABL, 295 as a club. Swinging it well. Here's the payoff, ball 4. So back-to-back walks after getting Bermudez to lead the inning off. He's walked Jackson, and now he's walked Carpenter. And now it's Nathan Barraza. And here comes the Babe. Easton Babe making his way out to the mound. Take a bit of a break here and be back. 4-2 Nooks. But the Pilots threatening with 2 on and 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. All right, we're back at it here. Colby Gromlich pumps a strike, and it's 0-1 to Nathan Barraza. Walked his first time up. Barraza on the summer, 324. Boy, he reached out, popped it up to right field. Playable for Braden Broom in right. He'll make the grab. Runner will tag, and the throw will come in, and there's 2 outs. So Jackson tags and goes to 3rd. You got runners on the corners for Elijah Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 349 on the summer, 22 of 63, 16 runs scored. That's good for tops on the club. So leading the club in runs scored. Does have 4 doubles, 13 RBIs. That's good for 3rd on the club. Right fielder Elijah Rodriguez. He got 2 RBIs in his first at bat. He's hit to left field. First pitch is off the plate, ball 1. Boy, you'd love to just put a 0 on that scoreboard if you're Colby Gromlich. There's the pitch. There goes the runner. And the ball pops out of Audie's glove, so no play on the stealer. Will Carpenter steals 2nd base. Stolen base number 4 for Will Carpenter. He's 4 for 4 this summer. And now you got 2 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Got the fastball by him. Last time up, Rodriguez just kind of slapped a little looper into left field. And he drove in 2. He's got a chance to do the same thing here. 2-1 count. The pitch. And another big swing and another miss. 2-2. See if he stays with that fastball. He's gotten the last two by Rodriguez. As big spot in this game. We're only playing a 7 here, so strike 3 call inside corner, and Elijah Rodriguez goes down looking for out number 3. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Colby Gromlich, and a 0 on the board for the Nooks. No runs on no hits. You walk 2, you leave them both on base. We're going to the 4th. It's 4-2 Chinooks. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. Dr. John Groth with you, and we've got a pitching change for the Pilots. We'll get you that in a minute. Mike Kelly takes a strike. It's 1-1. And we'll see if we can get that new pitcher for you. Little tapper, 1-2. New pitcher is Nick Fraginals. Boy, we've seen this guy a couple of times. 6'3", 190 out of Louisiana Tech, a freshman from Miramar, Florida. And boy, just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Fraginals will take over for Copeland here in inning number 4. Next pitch, just misses. Another close call there. It's 3-2. Fraginals getting a little frustrated. The Pilot dugout did not like that last call, and home plate umpire kind of went over and warned them between innings. And there's ball 4. Fraginals really frustrated at the strike zone here, and the first batter he throwing against. That's his first walk. That'll be walk number 4 for Pilot pitching. Back to the top you go, Austin Young. And the pickoff gets away. Kelly is looking, and he's going to go for third. Here comes the throw, and will not be in time. So an error by the pitcher, Nick Fraginals, has allowed Mike Kelly to get all the way to third base with nobody out. You know, Fraginals was frustrated at the strike zone, and he let that frustration come out on the pickoff. Next pitch, there's a wild pitch, goes to the screen, and boy, what a gift run. As a walk, an errant pickoff attempt, and a wild pitch have a lot of run to score, and it's 5-2 Chinooks. Well, you couldn't have gift wrapped a run much more than the Pilots did there. And there's a strike. It's 1-1 to Austin Young. Single and a walk. Audie's 1 for 1 today. High pop up right side, and is it going to stay in live ball area? And could not come up with it. Nate Barraza went right over to the fence, just couldn't corral the baseball. So Audie will get another crack at things with a 1-2 count. The last inning ended with Elijah Rodriguez called third strike. There were some words between the Pilot dugout and home plate umpire. And the first batter this inning, Mike Kelly, drew a walk. A couple of those pitches pretty close. And Fraginals took exception to some of those calls. Rifled a pickoff wildly to first base, allowing Kelly to get all the way to third. The next pitch was a wild one that went to the screen. Pitch misses inside. It's a full count now on Austin Young. Give you some numbers on Fraginals here in a moment. Fly ball center field, pretty well hit and playable, however, for the center fielder Blake Jackson. There's your first out of the inning. For Nick Fraginals, he's 1-0 with an 8.02 ERA. 7 games pitched in. He started 1 game. 12 1/3 innings, 10 strikeouts, and 7 walks. For the freshman from Louisiana Tech. And also a native of Miramar, Florida. As this will be his 3rd time to pitch against the Chinooks. And that's a fly ball to center. Tough play here. Who's going to make it? And you can't make it. Leo gets a seeing eye single. Well, that'll be a 1B6, I guess, as the shortstop Knuckleluck tried to catch that over his shoulder. Not an easy play. And that'll be another base hit. Leo is now 1 for 3. As he'll be at first base with 2 outs. And up steps Ryan Callahan. Ryan number 2. Got 3 Ryans in a row. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup today for the Chinooks. Boy, that's rocketed into right center field. And Leo thinks about going to third, but thinks better of it. And that's a rope by Ryan Callahan. And back-to-back 2-out singles for the Chinooks brings up Ryan number 3, Ryan Matheson. And my score sheet's got Ryan with a 2 for 2 day. I don't think I ever heard from Casey Roll here. First pitch misses off the plate. It's a 1-0 count to Matheson. Here's the pitch. Boy, that's hit right down the line, but just foul. Boy, just maybe 6 inches outside the third base bag. And if that stays fair, that's at least 1 run. And might be 2, depending on how much ricochet rabbit we got down in that left field corner. Everybody goes back. A 1-1 count on Ryan Matheson. Inside move by Fraginals will try to keep Ryan Leonasio close to second. You know, you've got 1 out in the inning, 2 on. And Matheson at the plate with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Throw to third, and not in time. As pretty good jump there by Leo. He gets the bag. Double steal. Is good job by Callie on the tail end of that double steal to get second. The throw was high. I think if you got a low throw there, you might have a chance to get Leo at third, but that throw, it took Will Carpenter high in the air, and Leo slid in under the tag. A 2-1 count, one away. The 2-1 pitch, that's going to miss inside. 3-1. Next pitch, that's going to be a swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Big spot in this game as the Pilots sense the importance, have drawn their infield in. So you got everybody in, lots of holes for Matheson to hit it through here. And a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Little tapper, fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it again. 5-2 our score. The Nooks have scored a run. Mike Kelly walked, reached third on an errant pickoff, came home on a wild pitch. Since then, it's been a couple of singles and a fly out. Ground ball, third base side, that's going to be just foul. Boy, another ball that's just outside the line there. And probably wouldn't have scored two there, as Contagucci had a pretty good jump on that one. And that was not hit nearly as firmly as the first one. That would have bounced around in that corner pretty good. So everybody goes back, second and third, one out. 3-2 count on Ryan Matheson. Fraginals, the deep breath, the kick, the pitch, fly ball. This will score a run, as Blake Jackson going to call everybody off at center. Both runners are going to tag. Actually, Callahan will stay at second base, and the run comes home on the sac fly by Matheson. So the lead is now 4 runs. It's 6-2 Chinooks. And that will bring up Ty Beck with a runner at second and 2 outs. Now the Nooks have done a good job of taking advantage of some situations here in this one. As they lead 6-2, the pitch. Ty swings through a ball. That ball's way short of the plate. And it's 0-1. Good job actually by Troy Harding to pick that ball, because that ball hit right out in front of the batter's box. Ball goes to the screen. You got Callahan at third. Here's the 0-1. Fastball well off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the sound's better. We're still working on it. We got 1, 2, 3. I got at least 4 devices in this press box that have microphones on them, so still trying to figure out where our broadcast is getting its sound from. Two balls and a strike to Ty Beck. Chinooks trying to add to a 6-2 lead here in the 4th. Fraginals, the kick, the pitch. That's off the plate. It's 3-1. Next pitch, popped out of play, off to the left. I have the Chinooks with unofficially 8 hits. So 6 runs on 8 hits. Ty fouls that one straight back. The Pilots, they have 1 hit. And that 1 hit produced both runs. Back in the first inning, it was a 2-run, 2-out single by Elijah Rodriguez. That's the only hit they've gotten off of Colby Gromlich. Here's the 3-2. Popped out again, out of play. It's headed toward the Chinook vehicles out in the parking lot. Well, thanks for the comment on the sound. We're still it's difficult because when I try to listen to the, we got a little bit of a delay. I try to listen to it on the iPad. It comes over on the broadcast, so don't need to hear everything twice. And there's a walk. Good at bat by Ty Beck. That's his second walk in a row. Let's see here. Well, that's walk number 5 walks. Second walk for Fraginos. 5 in the game for Pilot pitching. Here's Tommy Rover. He's going to flip it over. Switch hitting shortstop will bat lefty off the right-handed Fraginos, and you got 2 on and 2 out. First pitch swinging into left. You're going to go ahead and hold up the runner here. Nice play by Con Taguchi to get that ball in quickly. And the Nooks have them loaded. Tommy Rover, a good piece of hitting. And you got Callahan at third, Ty Beck at second, Rover at first. And it's Francis Segura. It's a Segura base hit. His last time up drove one in, so he's 1 for 2. And first pitch is low and in the dirt. Time called now by Troy Harding. He'll run up to the mound, kind of settle down the right-hander. 6'3", 190, a freshman from Louisiana Tech and a native of Miramar, Florida. Nick Fraginos came on here at the beginning of this inning. He's given up 2 runs. The sequence has been a walk to Kelly. He was thrown to third base on a wild pickoff. The next pitch was a wild pitch and scored him. So that was the first run of the inning. Fly ball by Austin Young to center. Infield single by Leo. Single to center by Callahan. A sac fly by Matheson. A walk to Ty Beck and a single by Tommy Rover has loaded the bases here. Another big spot for the Chinooks. Try to add this lead. That ball's hammered high and deep to left, but foul. And that ball got out of here. Or did it? Actually, it landed in the bullpen. Had a chance to get out of here. Francis, a good aggressive swing on that 1-0 pitch. It's 1-1. Now Fraginos going to back off. I'm still not sure why we're not playing the time clock rule. The games have gone along pretty well, but every once in a while we'll have a bit of a delay by a pitcher or a hitter. Here's the 1-1. Off the plate, 2-1. The college game had a 20-second pitch clock. Pitchers and hitters all knew the rules, and I'm going to guess we've got a couple umpires up here that don't really know what the timing rules are, and so they just went ahead and now we got time called by the hitter. And again, in regular college ball, this would not be happening. Game, you'd start having balls and strikes assessed to either the pitcher or the batter. 2 balls and a strike to Francis Segura. Bases full of Nooks. In there for a strike fastball, and it's 2-2. Well, opportunity for the Nooks to add to a 4-run lead here in the 4th inning. They've already scored 2. Only inning they haven't scored in is the 2nd inning. Nick Fraginos trying to get out of trouble. The 2-2. Grounder is short, tough play here. You field it, you throw to second, and you get the runner. So nicely done there by Andrew Nikoluk. He had to go way in the hole and throw against his body. And he did so, got it over to Bermudez just before the rover slid into second. So that'll go 6-4, and that'll end the inning. But the Nooks get 2 runs on 3 hits. And your new score after 3.5 innings, it's the Chinooks 6 and the Pilots 2. Welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. As we play on here, bottom of the 4th inning, 6-2 Nooks. Colby Gromlich back on the mound. Popping the leather, strike 1. 7, 8, and 9 for the Pilots. Troy Harding, Andrew Lamb, Andrew Knuckleluck scheduled to hit for the Pilots, and they're all white Dodger whites today. The Nooks in their red tops, gray pants, got the red panel ball caps. Kind of like the Dodger whites. Fouled straight back into the net. Got an airplane flying over. One ball, 2 strikes. Troy Harding grounded out to short his first time up. 0 for 1. There's another tapper to third. Big hopper for Matheson to handle, and he does. 1 up, 1 down in the Pilot 4th. Now it's Andrew Lamb, the designated hitter, to step in. Colby, a little bit of a delay there. And he'll step back in. Next pitch is 0-1. And that's going to be outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, got him. And that'll be strikeout number 4 for Colby Gromlich. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Andrew Knuckleluck. Knuckleluck struck out swinging his first time up, 0 for 1. First pitch is in there, strike 1. On the year, on the summer, Knuckleluck, a 305 average, going to show bunt, pull back, counts even 1-1. 14 out of 46, 11 runs scored, 5 doubles, 3 RBI. Couple of multi-hit games this summer. Tapper fouls it straight back, 1-2. Actually had a 2-for-4 ball game against the Chinooks back on the 24th. Actually, both of his multi-hit games are against the Chinooks. The first one was on the 11th of June. That was the Nook 9-8 extra inning or walk-off win in Shugiak. Well, the Chinooks had gotten to 500 on Thursday of last week. And since then, they have not been able to get back in the winning ways. The 1-2 pitch, grounder, Colby knocks it down, picks it up, flips it over, and there's your inning. It's a 1-2-3-4th inning. Put a star by that one. Nice play by the starting pitcher, Colby Gromlich. And we'll head to inning number 5 in game 1 of a doubleheader. It's doubleheader day here at Mulcahy Stadium. And the Chinooks lead this one by a score of 6-2. Welcome back to Anchorage. As Braden Broom, a check swing, no go, says the umpire. That will even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braden Broom 0 for 2, a pop up to second, a strikeout looking. Full wind up for Fraginals. Line drive, look out. Coach Cole hopping out of the way there. He wanted no part of that. He's got the long sleeve jacket on today. As well, surprised he's got the big jacket on. Ted's got the big jacket on too today, so got a little Chris Beck blood in them. The 1-2. Check swing, thought he might have gone, and they're not even going to check it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And to throw that one in. Next pitch is going to miss. Full count on Braden Broom. Next pitch. That ball's drilled, but just foul by a couple of feet. Good at bat here by Braden. He's barreled up a couple of pitches. Just can't keep it fair. Count still full. Something happened with that foul ball down the Chinook bullpen. It was entertaining. That Chinook dugout getting a good laugh. Popped out of play. As Braden hanging tough here. I appreciate the feedback from Rain Man letting me know. The 3-2 pitch. Off the plate, good at bat by Braden Broom. He'll get on base for the first time today. And that'll lead off the 5th inning here for the Chinooks. Second walk for relief pitcher Nick Fraginals. That's 5 walks for Pilot pitching. The 9-hitter in the Chinook lineup is Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly's 1 for 1, an infield single and a walk. First pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, unofficially 6 runs on 8 hits. And without the hit column on the scoreboard, no live stats going, I'm kind of ballparking it there. There's another wild pickoff, and Braden Broom is going to hit second, and he's going to head for third, and he'll get there standing up. So Nick Fraginals has done that twice now. An errant pickoff has cost him 2 bases, so he's kind of been his own worst enemy in that sense. And he did the exact same thing to the guy at the plate last time. Mike Kelly walked and drew the wild pickoff and got to third. And when Kelly was at third in this situation, Fraginals hit the bull and the ball went to the screen. And the Chinooks got a run. Infield drawn in again, the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, you're up by 4 here in the top of the 5th of a 7-inning game. The infield, all of them in. The 1-1. And the fastball gets away from Fraginals and way out of the zone. 2-1. Well, appreciate Jason and Chris letting me know about the sound here. I'm still trying to figure out this kind of different sound mixer. And what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is a little bit different than what's going out, I think. Here's the 3-1. Up the middle, off the foot of Fraginals. Kelly's in a hurry, and they got him. Another circus play by Bermudez. All the while, Braden Broom decided to race home, and it's 7-2 Nooks. So Kelly, boy, that was a bullet off the foot of Fraginals. You want to make sure he's all right, I guess. As that'll go 1, 4, 3. Kelly gets an RBI. Coming home to score is Braden Broom. And it's a 5-run lead now. 7-2 Nooks. Back to the top you go, Austin Young. Had a notion but held off. 1-0. Audie today, 1 for 2. Started this game off with a base hit up the middle. He walked in the second, flew out to center field in the 4th. The pitch was in there. It's now even 1-1. 7-2 Chinooks. 1 out here in the 5th. Ground ball, left side, and boy, you got to hurry back as Barraza had ventured off the bag, and Bermudez kind of had to shuffle his feet a little bit. But it ends up being a routine 4-3, and there's 2 outs. Here's Ryan Leonasio. 1 for 2 for Leo today. Infield single his last time up. A walk and a grounder to short. He would steal third his last time on the bases and eventually score on a sac fly by Ryan Matheson. 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 offering popped up, could be playable in front of the first base dugout, and it catches made. Good job by Nate Barraza. He went right over in front of the Pilot dugout, and that'll end the inning. It'll go PO3 if you're scoring at the house. Chinooks get 1 run on no hits, and your new score after 4.5 innings. Chinooks 7, Pilot 0. 2-0 pitch off the plate, and it's 3-0. So let's see if Coach Cole wants to think about getting someone going here. Top of the lineup, this is Kon Taguchi. He's going to show bunt and take ball 4. So he'll take his base, and that'll break a streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. Retired by Colby. That'll be walk number 6 for Gromlich. And stepping in is Will Bermudez. So don't really want to let this one get too far away from you here. You're up 5 in the 5th, playing a 7-inning doubleheader here today. Both 2 7s. Next pitch going to miss, ball 1. So you've thrown 5 balls. As Colby Gromlich continues on here in inning number 5. Sophomore out of Millersville University. And that pumps a strike in there. Hamburg, Pennsylvania native. 3rd appearance of the summer for the big right-hander. 1 ball, 1 strike to Will Bermudez. Grounded back to the pitcher. Flew out to right field on a sliding catch by Braden Broom. Just off the plate. 2-1. Colby has the sign, comes set. Here's the pitch. Misses high, 3-1. So you've made 4 pitches, or excuse me, 7 pitches, 8 pitches. I'll get it right. 7 balls. By the way, the score's 7-2, not 7-0. You can see that on the scoreboard. Sometimes the brain and the mouth aren't working together. Full count now on Will Bermudez. There goes the runner, ball 4. So back-to-back walks here. And boy, this is a recipe for allowing the Pilots right back into this game. And now you're going to see some activity down in that Chinook bullpen. Couple of guys moving around, no one throwing yet, but stepping in for the Pilots is Blake Jackson, and Jackson has walked twice. 7 walks now for Colby Gromlich. And there's ball 1. Now, he had some movement, but I'm not sure you got anybody thinking about throwing just yet. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And boy, pretty good spot. Called a ball. The kick and the pitch. Boy, another good pitch. And another ball. Well, I don't know. And some walk. We've had a number of walks here in the last couple of innings. The 3-0. There's a strike. 7-2 Nooks. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Chinooks. The strange thing, 2 runs on just 1 hit for the Pilots. And that's outside. And Colby Gromlich has walked the bases loaded here in the 5th. So, again, a 5-run lead, and here comes the babe for a second time. And you are going to get some, might be Mark Schammer down there. The hoodie has come off on somebody down that bullpen. See if I can put my my Walmart binoculars to work here. Yeah, I think that's Mark. We'll pull up the Chinook roster real quick. Yeah, Mark Schammer is getting loose down in the Chinook bullpen. So it appears he'll be next when the time comes. And that will not be now, as Easton Babe has spoken his piece on the mound, and he'll head back to the Chinook dugout. Well, bases full of pilots. As we play on here in the 5th inning. First pitch swinging. Boy, what about that? Pops it out of play. That was low and away, too. Will Carpenter might have done Colby a favor right there. 3 consecutive walks. And what appeared to be a fastball that was low and away. Just fouled it out of play. 0-1. Well, you'd love a double play ball here. Or a triple play. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him that time. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 runs on just 1 hit. So the Pilots have struggled to figure out Colby Gromlich. He has walked 7 batters. Foul tip, and Austin Young took that one. I don't know if it off the hand or leg. Hopping around like a bunny rabbit. Not sure exactly where it got him, but he's back down in the squatting position here. And it might have got him. Yeah, I think it did get him. In that sensitive area, Mr. Umpire's having a little chuckle out at his expense. Thankfully, he's okay. And we're back at it. 0-2. Well, you got to make some good pitches here. Try to minimize any kind of damage. The 0-2. Way off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schaummer continues to get loose in the Chinook bullpen. As Colby Gromlich has done a nice job of limiting the offense for the Pilots, who are coming in with probably the highest league average, just under 300 as a club. It's only allowed 1 hit, but the walk has been the bugaboo for Colby, especially this inning. He's walked the bases loaded. The count's now even 2-2 after going ahead 0-2. Now it's 2-2. The pitch. Boy, inside, didn't miss by much. And it's a full count. You're going to have to just put something right down the middle here. 3-2. Gromlich, deep breath. And the payoff. Strike 3 call right down the middle. I thought the pitch before it was pretty good, but Carpenter took his chances. And there's your first out of the inning. Strikeout number 4 for Colby. Now a double play ends the inning. And it's Nathan Barraza for the 3rd time. A walk, a fly ball to right field. 0 for 1 for Barraza. First pitch in there for a strike. Barraza, also a 2-way player, has pitched a little bit, does have a save. Hitting .324 for the Pilots. 22 of 68, 14 runs scored. 4 doubles, a couple of homers, 15 RBIs. He takes a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the Pilot first baseman. Corners are in. Middle guy's back for the double play. 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So nice job by Colby. After struggling to get ahead of some hitters, has gotten ahead of the last couple guys. Trying to find the pitch he wants. He's got it. Here's the 1-2. Boy, he got way in on the hands. And Barraza fights it off. Ball was probably not a strike, but Barraza wasn't going to take a chance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the sign, the next pitch, and boy, look out. just Tommy hawked that thing, trying to stay alive, and do it again with a 1-2 count. Well, it's a cooler day, but the drizzle has stopped, so it's not a sunny day, but it's not as cold as it's been. That's ground ball to first, and a field umpire does finally call it a foul ball. I just realized that we have a two-man crew today, so I don't understand that. That's the second time that we've had just two umpires, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the umpiring situation, but normally we'll have three umpires. Here's the next 1-2 pitch. Foul tip, and Audie held on. Back-to-back strikeouts for Colby Gromlich here in the 5th inning, and he's 1 out away from getting out of trouble. Well, you walk 3, and now you've struck out 2. You might as well strike out the third guy and get out of trouble. Here's Elijah Rodriguez, and this is the guy that produced the 2 runs and the 1 hit that the Pilots have today. Back in the 1st inning, base hit to left. Struck out looking to end the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Fastball misses high. Ball 1. But you got to get right back in that strike zone here, as back-to-back strikeouts got the Chinook dugout fired up. Probably got Colby fired up. Just got to relax right here and do your thing. The 1-0. In there for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, Rodriguez almost appeared as if that right elbow came up and trying to get hit by the pitch. It's called a strike. It's 1-1. The pitch misses low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Well, you've come this far. You'd love to see Colby finish off this inning. Schammer continues to throw in the Chinook bullpen. The 2-1. Way off the plate. 3-1. Well, I'm going to say that, go out on a limb here and say this will be his last batter either way. 3-1 count with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 5th. Colby Gromlich walked 3 guys and has struck out the last 2. The 3-1. In there for a strike. It's 3-2. Now you're going to have all the runners moving on the pitch, so very important to try to keep that in your mind if you're a fielder, and realize that those runners are going to get an extra start here. If you don't have a play, you're going to have to throw it across the first. Here's the 3-2. Little looper in the left. That'll score 2. And just like that, 2 runs are in, and it's 7-4. Elijah Rodriguez does it again. The only 2 hits that the Pilots have are 2 RBI singles by Rodriguez. He's driven in all 4. Well, there's the problem with going full count, because that ball wasn't hit hard enough to score 2 runs, but when the runners were off with the pitch, it easily scored 2, and that's going to be all for Colby Gromlich. We'll give you some information on Mark Schammer as he jogs in from the bullpen. 7-4 Chinooks. All right, but Mark Schaumer takes over with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And for Mark Schaumer, this is going to be appearance number 4 of the summer. 0-0 with a 6.00 ERA. He does have a save. 3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks for the junior from the University of Mary, Mark Schaumer. 5'10", 190. Right-handed junior from New Ulm, Minnesota. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Elijah Rodriguez has driven in all 4 of the Pilot runs on base hits to left field. 1-1 pitch, tardy on the fastball, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Troy Harding is 0 for 2. Ground ball to short, ground ball to third for the Pilot catcher. We're at the 7th spot in the Pilot lineup. They have scored 2 runs here in the 5th inning. Here's the 1-2. Boy, another jam job, and Ty squeezes it, steps on the bag for out number 3. So good job there, and a good pitch by Mark Schaumer to get out of trouble. If you're scoring at the house, it's 3U, but the Pilots get 2 runs on 1 hit. And we're through 5 innings. We're playing 7. The Chinooks hold on to a 7-4 lead. You're watching Alaska Baseball League action on the Chugiak Eagle River Chinook Network. Welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. 7-4 Chinooks as we play on in the top of inning number 6. 3, 4, and 5, Ryan Callahan to lead it off. A new arm. Tall, lanky right-hander, Tommy Beam. Beam 6'7", 200 pounds. Drops a breaking ball inside, ball 1. 6'7", 200 pounds. Anchorage, Alaska. A sophomore from West Virginia University. And Gibsonia, Pennsylvania native. Fastball misses high, 2-0. Boy, big, tall righty. Elbows and knees coming at you here. Callie's drawing the 2-0 pitch, takes a healthy rip at that pitch and can't connect. It's 2-1. Inside corner, called a strike. It's 2-2. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Chinooks. 4 runs on just 2 hits for the Pilots. Fouled off. We'll do it again with a 2-2 count. You've got, let's see here. Pretty amazing that Colby Ground worked around 8 walks. And there's a swing and a miss. Boy, got up on top of the hands there, and Callie strikes out. First strikeout of the day for Tommy Beam. And let's see here. Unofficially, just the 3rd strikeout of the day for Pilot pitching. Beam is the 3rd pitcher of the day. It was Copeland to lead it off, then it was Fraginals, and now it's Tommy Beam. And Rhino takes a healthy rip at a fastball, fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Well, you've got, I think, 2 errors for the Pilots. So they've got 4 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. Boy, pretty good spot. Mr. Umpire thought about, looked like he pulled the gun out of the holster, didn't pull the trigger. Everything said strike until he didn't say it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ryan Matheson at the plate. Pop up right side, shallow right field. Easy play here for Rodriguez. And there's 2 outs. So that'll bring up Ty Beck for the 4th time. Ty Beck 1 for 1 officially with an RBI. He drove 1 in the 1st inning and has walked twice since then. Matheson, after flying out, is now 2 for 3. He was 2 for 2 with 3 RBI before that at bat. Another good day at the plate for Ryan Matheson. Fastball in there, strike 1. Well, we'll take probably about 30 minutes or so between games. I'll shut this stream down and we'll start a new one. That ball's hit into right field, base hit. Ty gets his 2nd hit. Rodriguez thought about throwing it to first base. As he came charging in, Ty sped up a little bit and he'll reach first base for the 2nd. Actually, he's been on base all 4 times. So Ty 2 for 2 with 2 walks. So he's at first with 2 outs for Tommy Rover. Tommy's gone back and forth now. He's back on the left-hand side. Switching to shortstop is 1 for 3 today. A strikeout, a ground out to 2nd, and a base hit to left. Fastball misses, ball 1. Well, the Chinooks have been able to add on in every inning except the 2nd. Ty at first with 2 outs. Tommy just misses the fastball, fouling it straight back. So we'll take about 30 or 40 minutes between ball games. 2 7-inning affairs today for Mulcahy as we make up the Wednesday rainout in game 1. Next pitch is in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And then we'll play game 18 of the ABL season after this one. And at that point, we will be caught up. And really, considering the rain we've had league-wide, we've not missed a lot of games. That ball's hammered. High, deep, right field. Rodriguez to the wall. Can't get it. Bounces off the wall. Ty is racing around 3rd. He's sent home. And it's an RBI double for Tommy Rover. Boy, really nice swing right there. The barrel on it. And it went off the fence. Rodriguez went back to the warning track, turned. I thought it might have a chance to get out. It ends up being an RBI double for Rover. And the Nooks extend their lead now 8-4. So, boy, it just goes to show you every at-bat counts. Ty Beck gets a 2-out single, and Tommy catches one and almost gets it out of here and drives Ty in. And there you go, another run for the Nooks gives them a 4-run lead. Check swing by Francis Segura is called a strike. Now having that 4-run lead, something different about looking at that on the scoreboard. Every time you score a run, boy, that old momentum swing just kind of swings back your direction. That ball's high. That ball is deep to left and caught in foul territory, right in front of the fence. Contaguchi does a good job of staying with that. That'll go F07. Caught that right in front of the Chinook bullpen. And we've got a new score here from Mulcahy in Alaska. It's the Chinooks 8 and the Pilots 4. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to Anchorage. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. Bottom of the 6th. We're playing 7-inning games today here. A doubleheader day here at Mulcahy Stadium. And the Nooks have scored in every inning except the second inning. It's 8-4. First pitch from Mark Schommer in there, strike 1. 8-9-1 for the Pilots. Andrew Lamb to lead it off. He's 0 for 2. The 0-1 catches the corner. It's 0-2. Andrew Lamb, 194 on the season for the Pilots. 6 out of 31. 5 runs scored, a couple of doubles. He does have a homer and 6 RBI. Got one multi-hit game against the Chinooks on the 18th. Fouled off to the left, and we'll do it again with an 0-2 count. He's appeared, this will be his 14th game to appear in. So he's played a lot. Pilots have played 17 ball games, 10-7 on the year. Boy, little looper into left. If it stays fair, it's trouble, and just foul. Boy, that ball somehow curved last 15 feet. It looked for sure like it was going to hit in fair territory and had a little fishtail to it. Just missing that foul line on the third base line. Eight 8-4 Chinooks, bottom of the 6th inning. Nooks try to snap a 4-game slide. A couple of off days to think about, losing 3 in a row, or 4 in a row actually. Swing and a miss, you got him. And that'll be the first strikeout for Mark Schommer. That's 6 strikeouts for Nook pitching. And here's the 9-hitter, Andrew Nicoluk. Nicoluk from Loyola Marymount University, a freshman, takes ball 1. Nicoluk 304 for the Glacier Pilots. 14 for 46, 11 runs scored, 5 doubles, and 3 RBI. in there for a strike. I've seen some nifty defense by the middle infield for the Pilots last couple of ball games. Nicolak and Bermudez both flashing the leather at moments. Here's the 1-1. In there for a strike. It's 1-2. Boy, Mark Schommer's giving you just what you need out of that bullpen in this kind of game. Just throwing strikes, working ahead of these Pilot hitters. The 1-2. Just a tick low. Mr. Umpire, he was ready to punch someone out right there and couldn't quite bring himself to do it. Again, the Pilots 295 coming in. And I have to check the league standings, but I gotta believe that's going to be right up there in terms of team batting average. Next pitch. That ball's hammered into right center. There's a hit. And Nicolak going to hit first base and stay there. He gets his first hit of the day. That's just the third hit of the ball game for the Pilots. And that'll roll the lineup back to the top. Con Taguchi. A couple of walks and a liner to short. He's 0 for 1. Let's see if I can pull up. I'm not sure. First pitch to Taguchi is off the plate. Yeah, we need to do something about the leaders. Go to the individual leaders, and we've got some non-league players that 3 of them or 5 of them of the top 6 hitters are non-league ABL players that had really good series while they were here playing a couple of the ABL teams. And they're going to lead the league in hitting all summer. So you look at the individual leaders. I'm trying to find the stat page for the team numbers. 2 balls and no strikes, and Taguchi just trying to get on base. And pretty good spot call to ball. It's 3-0. Well, you just need to put the ball in play here, and there's strike 1, 3-1. Now again, as we started play today, the Bucks in first, 14-8. Then it's the Pilots at 10-7. The Miners 9-9. The Chinooks 6-10, and the Oilers 5-10. Ball's hit straight back off the press box. It's a 3-2 count. Nice job by Schommer to get back into this at bat. 1 out, 1 aboard. Chinooks lead 8-4 here in the bottom of the 6th of a 7-inning opening game doubleheader day here at Mulcahy. That ball's slapped foul. We'll do it again. So from the loss column side of things, only 3 games separate the top from the bottom. And he got him. Oh, he was going on that pitch and he caught him. Ty almost tagged him and flips it over to Tommy Rover. And that'll be a caught stealing. Nice job there. It's going to go 1-3-6 on the caught stealing. Andrew Nicolak was absolutely going on that pitch, and Schommer perfectly times the pick, and he froze. And Ty tried to run him down and finally had to flip it over to Tommy to make the tag. Ball's hammered. Right field. Braden Broom got a beat on it. Makes the catch. So, unconventional. The Pilots go 1-2-3. And we'll head to the 7th inning of a 7-inning ball game. The Chinooks 8 and the Pilots 4. Welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play as we play on here in the 7th inning, final inning, barring any kind of tie. And we got a new pitcher for the Pilots. Third relief pitcher of the day is Bobby Bangs, a right-hander who appeared in the 11-0 win against the Chinooks on June 27th, a few days ago. It's his only other appearance, so he'll take over for Tommy Beam. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Braden Broom, and it's fouled off. Heads over to the Chinook dugout. 8 runs on 10 hits for the Nooks. And that got him right off the elbow. Just hit that Evo shield on his elbow. And a hit batter will put him aboard with nobody out. And here's Mike Kelly, the center fielder. 8 runs on 10 hits for the Nooks. 4 runs on just 3 hits for the Pilots. Kind of a interesting day for Colby Gromlich. As he's in line to get the win here today. Braden taking a little extended lead there. Hops back to first as Kelly takes ball 2. The Nooks have been able to add on in every inning except the second. 3 in the first, a 0 in the second, but that was only 0 posted. A single run in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. So they've done a really nice job of playing some add-on baseball. And there's ball 4. A hit batter and a walk. First walk for Tommy Bangs. 6 walks for Pilot pitching. 2 on, nobody out. Top of the lineup, Austin Young. And, boy, you know what? Today's game, I would think you might think about moving him over here. Now, Bangs wants to talk things over with Troy Harding. Making sure they got the signs right with a runner at second base. Braden Broom at second. Mike Kelly at first. No outs in the 7th inning. We're playing 7 here on doubleheader day. 2 7s. And Austin Young will show bunt, pull back for ball 1. Well, the corners are pinching. Middle infielders are back. The 1-0. And boy, a pitch that's well short of the plate. 2-0. Well, if memory serves, you had some of the same pitching that came at you in that 11-0 loss here a few nights ago. And a lot of these clubs they roll the same guys out in the same innings. Make sure they get their work in. So 8-4 our score. This pitch was a strike. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. There's the bunt. Nicely done. You got to hurry. And you throw, not going to get him. That's going to be a hit for Austin Young. And, well, he was happy with the sacrifice, but he placed that bunt so well. Will Carpenter really didn't have a play. And that's now 11 hits unofficially for the Chinooks. And the bases are loaded with no one out. Trying to add to an 8-4 lead. Here's Ryan Lenagio with the infield coming in. First pitch. Takes ball 1. Well, you'll take a fly ball here. You'll take a base hit. Something to get another run in. Maybe a couple. Wouldn't mind a grand slam. The 1-0. Chopper to the shortstop. He'll come home for a 1. They'll throw to first, not in time. Almost pulled off the old 6-2-3 double play. So Leo reaches on the fielder's choice. And Braden Broom is out at the plate. That's why you bring those infielders in. Everybody else moves up a station, and the bases are still full of Chinooks for Ryan Callahan. And infield has stayed in. You got to. Well, I don't know if you have to. Sometimes, big league clubs, you might play the infield back, but a 4-run lead here, really need to keep this right where it's at. You don't turn 2, you're going to give up another run. And that ball's short of the plate. 2 balls, no strikes to Ryan Callahan. Callie on the day, 1 for 4. Flew out to right, grounder to second, base hit to center. Last time up, he struck out swinging. Here's the 2-0. Another one that's well short of the plate. And now you're 1 pitch away from the Chinooks putting another run on the board. Bobby Bangs, right-handed reliever for the Pilots. And there's ball 4. Ball gets away, and the runners will advance. So Callie gets a RBI on the walk. It'll be the second walk of the inning. 7 walks in the game for Pilot pitching. And it's 9-4. And here's Ryan Matheson. Boy, you couldn't have had a worse situation for the Pilots as you loaded the bases for the middle of their lineup. And a good at bat by Callie, not expanding the zone. Going to get a visit from one of the coaches for the Pilots, as the Chinooks will try to add on to a 5-run lead. Kind of a short visit right there. Ideally for the Pilots, you'd like to get a double play ball here. Try to get out of the inning with no more damage. Chinooks would love to just continue to add to this lead here. Stranger things have happened. Matheson's had a nice day at the plate. He's got 3 RBIs. Ground ball to short. Backhand, throw to home. Drop the ball, pick it up, and they got him. Well, there's... The ball came off the bat at a pretty good pace, and Knuckleluck backhanded it. Threw a 1-hopper to Harding at the plate, and it bounced off his glove initially, but that ball was hit so hard he had time to pick it up. So Young was out at the plate, another 6-2 force out. And now it's tied back with the bases loaded. Still 9-4 Chinooks. First pitch swinging, you pop it up. This should do it. As who's going to call it? It's going to be the center fielder Blake Jackson, for the final out. F8 if you're scoring at the house. The Nooks do get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave them loaded. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. The Chinooks, a 5-run lead, it's 9-4. Welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska. We're at Mulcahy Stadium. Dr. John Groth with you for the bottom of the 7th inning. We're playing 2 7s today, so this is it. Pilots need 5 to tie, 6 to walk them off here. And you got a new pitcher for the Chinooks. Ryan Matheson will take over for Mark Schommer. And what that means is you got Logan Mance coming in for the DH. So Francis Segura is now done. You have Mance batting in your 7th spot if you're keeping a score sheet at home. The only one that might be doing that is Ted Manolis. If you are keeping a score sheet, let me know. You know, a live chat there. First pitch misses, ball 1. And catches a corner. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. This is Will Bermudez, 2, 3, and 4 for the Pilots. Bermudez 0 for 1, actually 0 for 2 today. Last time up he walked. Big hack right there. Boy, it just hasn't been a big offensive day for the Pilots, who came in 295 as a club. For Ryan Matheson, as a pitcher, this will be appearance number 6 on the mound. He's 2-0 with 2 saves. Swing and a miss, got him. So 1 batter and 1 out here in the 7th. First strikeout for Ryan Matheson, 7 strikeouts for Chinook pitching. And now it'll be Blake Jackson stepping in. Blake Jackson, 3 walks today, so no official at-bats for the Pilot center fielder. Matheson, 2-0 with a 3.00 ERA. Again, his 6th appearance of the summer on the mound. 2 saves. He's thrown 6 innings. He struck out 6 batters and walked just 1. He has given up 4 hits. 0-1 to Blake Jackson. Catches the corner. It's 0-2. So Logan going to take over at third base. You lose the DH. And you go straight 9-man lineup. Pretty good spot right there. Call the ball. So Segura's day will end. He is 1 for 4 today. And Chinooks have their way. Logan will never get an at-bat in this game. We're in the bottom of the 7th of a 7-inning ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the 3-batter, Blake Johnson, who has walked all 3 times. Here's the 2-2. Boy, just inside, not by much. It's a full count. And Jackson 1 pitch away from walking for the 4th time today. Here's the payoff. Strike 3 right down the middle. And you're 1 out away from notching a win here on a Sunday afternoon. 2 strikeouts for Matheson, 8 strikeouts for Chinook pitching. Here's Will Carpenter. Carpenter 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking, to go with a walk. And he would be the last hope for the Pilots here in game 1. First pitch, that's going to hit the bull all the way to the net. Tipped off Audie's glove. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch is in there. Well, unofficially, 9 runs on 11 hits. The Nooks got 0 errors. And I know that the Pilots have at least 2 on those pickoffs. Try to see if there's another one, but well, there is another one. So 3 errors. That pitch is going to miss. It's 3-1. Well, they've got as many hits as they got errors today. Got 4 runs on 3 hits and 3 errors do the Pilots. Pop up. Is it playable? This could do it. And boy, nobody's going to get there. It just fouls inside the fence line. in left field, and Logan gave chase, as did Ryan Callahan. Neither of them could catch up to it. Full count now on Will Carpenter. You're down to your last strike if you're a Pilot fan. I appreciate all the feedback on the live chat. We'll shut this stream down a little quicker than normal. Try to go through a abbreviated wrap-up. And we'll take a little bit of a break, try to get you set up for game 2 in about 30 minutes or so after this one ends. Another fly ball left field. This could be playable. Callahan, and it's going to drift out of play. A little deeper that time, and Callie gave chase but ran out of room there. The wind has really kind of fallen off. And a little bit of a breeze as this game started, coming straight in from left. But now, nothing. We started out with a temperature of 63 degrees. And we're going to end this one with now it's still 63. Haven't changed at all. High and tight, ball 4. Carpenter draws the 2-out walk. So, well, it's 59 right now. It has cooled down. I thought it had. As it's saying here, we got a little bit of a drizzle, but it's not very heavy at all because we got a little deck out in front of the press box here, and it's not getting wet. So, with 2 outs and 1 out, here's Nathan Barraza. Just looking for that last out here. Matheson, good slider, strike 1. Barraza, a walk, a fly ball to right, and a strikeout. It's 0 for 2. Nooks trying to put a ribbon on this first game. The 0-1 in there, and it's now once again the Pilots down to their last strike. Ryan Matheson, the kick. The pitch had a notion but held up. Well, appreciate your patience. Was not able to broadcast the Buck game, and I hope you were able to kind of navigate the Buck broadcast. Sorry, wasn't able to do Thursday's game, but boy, pretty good spot right there. Could have ended the game, but Mr. Umpire says we're going to go at least one more pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rhino, the set, the kick, the pitch. Little looper into right. This is trouble, and that'll fall in. Braden Broom will pick it up and get it in to the infield. And the Pilots making some 2-out noise here in the 7th. That'll be the 4th hit of the ball game. First hit of the day for Barraza. Kind of off the end of the bat. And with 2 outs, you had Carpenter wheeling. So now you got 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And Elijah Rodriguez. This guy's been a terror for the Nooks today. He's got all 4 RBIs on 2 singles. He's got 2 of their 4 hits. There goes the runner. They're going to let him go to second. So Rodriguez has got a chance to do this 3 times. If he gets a base hit here, he would notch his 3rd hit of the game and probably drive in 6. And all 4 of the RBIs prior, little loopers to left field, on the other way. It's an 0-1 count on the Pilot right fielder. Here's the pitch. Boy, that hammers the outside corner. Rodriguez doesn't like the call. And you're down to your last strike for the 3rd time in the game. And I can promise you Ryan Matheson does not want to give up any runs here. The next pitch, that's a fastball away. Payne has only given up 2 runs. It was against the Pilots on that June 11th. 1-2 pitch, and there's your ball game. Swinging strikeout of Rodriguez, and that will do it. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Matheson, 9 punch outs. for the Chinook pitching. And you leave 2 on base. The Pilots end up leaving 8 guys on base, 6 of them in scoring position. The Nooks left 5 on base, 6 of them in scoring position. Let's wrap this one up. Scoring started early and often for both clubs. The Chinooks would score 3 runs in that first inning. The big blow, a 2-run triple by Ryan Matheson, who just finished the game on the mound. And your score was 3-0 after a half inning. A 2-run bottom of the first, where the walk was the bugaboo for starter Colby Gromlich. And the guy that just struck out to end the game, Elijah Rodriguez, got the big hit that inning. It was 3-2 after 1 inning. Zeros in the second. A single run by the Chinooks in the third inning on an RBI single by Francis Segura right up the middle. It was 4-2 Chinooks. They would take a 6-2 lead in the fourth inning on a sac fly by Matheson. And that was one of the hits that inning. The other run was a gift run as Mike Kelly led the inning off with a walk. The attempted pickoff by Nick Fraginos went awry. Kelly goes to third and he wild pitched him home. So 2 more runs made it a 6-2 game. 7-2 when the Nooks scored a single run in the 5th inning on a fielder's choice off the bat of Mike Kelly right back up the middle. He would get an RBI in the play. Another run, 2 runs by the Pilots in their half of the 5th on another 2-run single by Rodriguez would make it, let's see, at that time it would be 6-7 to 4. The Nooks would add a single run in the 6th and the 7th. The 6th inning was a RBI double to right by Tommy Rover. And then in the 7th inning, they would score on a bases loaded walk to Ryan Callahan, and that would round out the scoring. Your final line score, the Chinooks unofficially 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and the Pilots 4 runs on 4 hits, and they commit 3 errors. So the losing pitcher today will be Caden Copeland. He'll drop to 1-2. And your winning pitcher is going to be Colby Gromlich. And Colby Gromlich is going to go to 2-0. No save in order here. The lead was a little bit too big to get the save for Ryan Matheson. Good job of Mark Schommer coming in and calming the storm in the 5th. And that'll do it for game 1. As the win will take the Chinooks record now to 7-10. And the loss will drop the Pilots record to 10-8. And so we'll take about a 30-minute break, and we'll come back with game 18 of the summer here from Mulcahy. I'll get my dog and my chips, hopefully. And hope you can grab a snack, get back to your computer. We'll crank up the new stream. That's all for game 1. The Chinooks win by a score of 9-4. Thanks be to God who gives us the victory through Jesus Christ our Lord. This is Dr. John Gross signing off. Back in about 30 minutes. So long, everybody.